It has felt like an eternity ago, but we are finally here. This is the Dream Season Football League 3, the competition of the greatest teams to never win a Super Bowl. One of the best to do it, the 2007 Patriots, led by not Brady this time, but 3 touchdowns out of Lawrence Maroney, gets the Patriots up 24-9 late in the fourth. Favre is sacked, and on a late comeback effort, it's 4th and 16. This for the game. Brett Favre, pressured all day long, could barely get the ball away, and that will be it. The Packers fall, do not score a single touchdown, and that running attack was abysmal. Meanwhile, the Patriots win their first game of the DSFL 3. The same exact team in the Buffalo Bills of 1990 that went to back-to-back DSFL 2 AFC Championship games take on the, oh bless his heart, tight end Jackie Smith's 1978 Dallas Cowboys. They lost by 4 to the Pittsburgh Steelers in their Super Bowl trip. Late in the second quarter, in fact, the final play before halftime, it's a throw to tight end Billy Joe Smith in the end zone, and 21-7 is the score at halftime. Into the third quarter now, 28-10, and a demolishing start for the Dallas Cowboys, but a late rally by Andre Reed, and you guessed it, the 1990 Buffalo Bills now cut the lead to 11, 28-17. Now Kelly and the Bills get the football back, but on 2nd and 10, Kelly is sacked, make it 3rd and 17. What are you going to do? It's a throwaway, I guess, and the Bills never get the football back. That's how the game ends in real rugged fashion for Buffalo, only converting 42% of their third downs on the day. Meanwhile, Staubach efficient, and it's a win. The Cowboys are 1-0. The 1988 Cincinnati Bengals, they lost to the Niners in the Super Bowl. Meanwhile, the 2001 Rams are one of the greatest offenses, many known as the greatest show on turf. They won the Super Bowl in '99. This is the 2001 edition. Guys like Marshall Faulk a bit older, and he fumbles the football on his very first carry of the DSFL 3 season, and trailing by 3, the Rams cough up the football. Marshall Faulk, the absolute worst way to begin his DSFL campaign, and the Bengals would capitalize as Esiason on a 3rd and goal finds McGee, touchdown Bengals. That would be his first of 4 touchdown tosses on the day. Ensuing kickoff, Oz Hakeem to take it from the 2, and what do you know, it's another fumble, back-to-back plays for these Rams returnmen, and that is another recovery. That's Phillips, Johnny on the spot, and the Bengals leading by 7. We're looking for the knockout punch, and they got it. Chris Collinsworth, yes, that's the man who covers NBC color commentary. He's the man that grabs the touchdown ball, and now one of 2 touchdowns to tight end Rodney Holman extends the lead, 31-10, and the avalanche just becomes worse and worse and worse for the St. Louis Rams. It's a 28-point deficit on the road for St. Louis late in the fourth. Warner trying to play for some pride points, but throws yet another turnover, and Phillips will take that one the distance. Icing on the cake, Esiason only 3 incompletions to 4 TDs, and Cincinnati wins their first season opener in their DSFL history, and the Rams definitely disappointed today. What many teams were called to be the greatest of all time until Joe Namath came into their place, the 1968 Baltimore Colts. They traveled to Philadelphia to take on a rowdy 2004 Eagles squad, and early on, the Colts would show why they were one of the greatest ground and pound teams in the NFL. Tom Mate, who ran for 170 yards on the day, would get the Colts started. They lead by 7, and Indianapolis tacks on another touchdown. Barry in the end zone, and the Colts lead 14-3 at halftime. Now a 17-6 score. McNabb on the comeback with under 13 minutes to go in the ball game. McNabb finds Pinkston. Then over the middle, it's Terrell Owens to get deep into the red zone, and on 3rd and goal, McNabb to Pinkston in the end zone. Touchdown, and with a 2-point conversion, it's only a 6-point ball game with under 2 minutes to go. Now McNabb completes the comeback. No, he cannot. It's a sack on 1st down, and following an injury, Coy Detmer has to take things. Can he resurrect a Philadelphia drive? It's 4th and 10. McCoy Detmer to throw, has time, and he's brought down at the last moment, couldn't get the ball away, and that's how the Colts win. It's a nail-biter, but Philadelphia plays some real impressive football despite the loss. No introduction needed. The 1986 Chicago Bears and the 1976 Pittsburgh Steelers. To no surprise, nothing but field goals in this game until a fumble recovered by Jack Ham, and he'll take that one all the way. When he's even, he's leaving. Jack Ham into the end zone, and how fitting the only touchdown for either ball club today would be via the defense on a fumble recovery. Now 12-10 Bears. And with under 2 minutes to go, Bradshaw's on the move. He completes to Lynn Swann to get inside the Bears 25. And after a timeout, they would kick a field goal. They lead by a point with under 40 seconds to go. McMahon, let's see what he can do. Over the middle, that's Keith Ortego. And they'll go no huddle from here. But take a look at the series of events. After McMahon throws a 3-yard loss on second down, instead of spiking it, he'll go for it again. He's sacked, and with 5 seconds to go, that'll seal the game. Chicago loses in a real heartbreaker. They had a 10-point lead late in the third, and the Steelers steal one to go to 1-0. The 1990 San Francisco 49ers fumbled in the NFC Championship game against the Giants and end up losing by a point. They take on The Drive, the 1986 Cleveland Browns that gave up the John Elway drive down the field. It's a pick six, and the Browns lead early, 7-0 Cleveland, and at the half it'd be 10-3. To kickstart the third quarter, Kosar would fumble for the first of his 2 times in the game. One of 5 Cleveland Brown turnovers, and this one goes the distance. Bill Romanowski to tie it at 10. Browns up 13-17. Montana going deep, and John Taylor hauls in the longest pass play of week number 1, an 80-yard pitch and catch to give the Niners a 20-17 lead. Now 23-17 with under 2 to go. Can Kosar lead the drive? Ironically enough, against the San Francisco 49ers. After back-to-back long plays to put the Browns into the red zone, to 1st and 10 at the 20. Kosar looking to throw, fumbles, it's recovered by the Niners, and San Francisco wins. Joe Montana, not a lot of pass attempts, but got it done late. But take a look at the instant replay as Kosar had a wide open target for a go-ahead touchdown, but never saw him. The fumble ends the game. The Niners win 23-17. This was a phenomenal game. The Washington Redskins of 1983, a blowout loss in the Super Bowl, take on the Oakland Raiders of 1976. They lost to the Steel Curtain in the championship game of 1976. The Raiders storm ahead. It's a 20-0 Oakland Raider lead at home at the halftime break, but the Redskins slowly but surely storm back after a Don Warren touchdown catch. One of 2 TD catches to running back Joe Washington, and the second late in the fourth quarter following a Joe Theismann drive late gives the Redskins a 24-23 lead on 3rd and a yard. Theismann, all sorts of pressure, finds his man, and the Redskins lead with just over a minute to go by 1 point. A critical scenario here for the Washington Redskins, but real unfortunate for them. Ken Stabler, who was magnificent in the Dream Season 2, leads a drive down the field, finds Clarence Davis into enemy territory, then 2 plays later, again the running back down the sideline inside the 25, and George Blanda kicks the game winner. Raiders win 26-24 to kickstart non-conference play as Washington falls due to 4 combined turnovers in week number 1. And what was without question the game of the week, the 1984 Miami Dolphins, who had lost in the Super Bowl to the San Francisco 49ers, take on the Minnesota Vikings. And not many people remember their merry-go-round they had at running back, as Woody Bennett, he had 7 touchdowns in the 1984 season. Well, he has 2 in the first 17 minutes as the Dolphins take a 14-7 lead, but Cunningham answers with a touchdown to Carter. We're all locked up heading into the halftime break. Now 26-20, the Dolphins lead late in the fourth quarter. Marino leading a drive to win the game on the offensive side. He would find his man there, but on the next 3rd down, this 3rd and 10, Marino complete to Dan Johnson, but not first down yardage, and the Dolphins would have to hope, cross their fingers, that they can hold on defense. Cunningham with a drive, one of the best offenses of all time. He hits Moss. Vikings inching closer. Cunningham fires sideline to Glover, and he's got it down to the 6. Now 2nd and 5, a minute 05 left to go in the fourth quarter, and Randall Cunningham, who was pitch perfect on the day, finds Randy Moss for a game-winning touchdown grab. The Vikings hold on. 27-26, the Minnesota Vikings improve to 1-0. Week 1 is in the books, ladies and gentlemen, so let's fast forward to week number 2. Here's the slate of games. For next weekend, the Patriots and the Cowboys, a battle of unbeatens, two of the best in the NFL. Then the Colts travel to San Francisco to take on the Niners next week. That's all coming up. Make sure to tune back in next Sunday right here.